So we're back after another week's worth of inactivity, but today I'm going to be doing the best celebrations in the history of football, and we're going to stick them in a FIFA Generation squad builder. So let's get straight into it. So there wasn't actually a goalkeeper that had a decent celebration, so we've gone and stuck Jimmy Bullard in goal, and with his celebration against Man City, so after he scored a penalty, he'd just run down to the sideline, got all his teammates together. Obviously it had been rehearsed previously, but he just sat them all down, because before Phil Brown got him out and he was telling them off in the centre circle after they've gone 4-0 down at half time against Man City in the previous season. But he's taken a mick out of his manager there a bit, but I don't think he minded, and that's a great celebration, a great idea, and a lot of rehearsing obviously went into that, so fair play to him. So one you might not have seen before, some of you may have seen it, but it's Carlos Tevez, who wasn't really known. He kind of was known. He did his golf celebration, and he did, I can't remember what other celebration he did. He did like this chicken celebration. He got sent off for it. But Carlos Tevez did a celebration where he kind of stuck his hands out in front of him and just wiggled, wiggled a bit. But it was a very strange celebration. I'd be interested to know what is behind that. But some of you guys might have not seen that before. I've tried it before. I've done it when I scored a goal when I was like under 9s or something, when this first came out.
Gay!
Or when he first did it. But it's quite a weird one, and I wonder why he actually did that in the first place. So moving on to the centre back, or right back in this occasion, is Florenzi, who I hadn't actually seen this celebration until I actually was researching. But he actually scored a goal. I don't know what the goal was like, but he just ran towards someone in the stands. You don't know who it is until he actually goes to it, but apparently it was his grandma in the stands. But that's a bit confusing. I don't know why you would go to your grandma and hold up the game for that long, because notice how long he takes to run up there, run up the bloody stands, hug his grandma for about a minute, and then walk back down. By the time he'd done that, I'm surprised he didn't get a yellow card by the ref for taking too long. But anyway, he's a bit of a pain, and I don't really know why he did it. So this next one at the right centre back, I'd actually seen it before, but it's Fidel Martinez, who, this is a funny celebration. I actually laughed by myself in my room. I know that might sound sad, but I was looking at my phone and I actually laughed. This is a funny celebration. He's celebrating with his teammates, having a good time, and then one of his teammates decides to like fake gun him down or something. He falls down and he starts just whipping out a worm, and he starts worming while the ref is holding up the red card, and that is hilarious to me. Some of you guys might not find it funny, but I think that is utterly hilarious. He just looks like an utter tit. So I pretty much guarantee 100% of you have seen this celebration, so I'm not really going to explain it, I'm just going to show it to you. So Totti goes up and he just takes a selfie with his fans. That's pretty much it. He just takes a photo with the crowd. Most of you would have seen it. I don't even know why I'm still explaining it, but it's quite a good celebration. Quite clever to make that up, you know, and quite well organised to actually get the phone in his hands. So the next player in our team, Diego Forlan, obviously most of you guys would have heard of him. He scored a cracker against Southampton. I think this was in 2003 to 2004, but he'd taken his shirt off for the celebration, and before kickoff he couldn't get his shirt back on, so he was there running around without his shirt. I don't think some of you guys would have seen this, but it did happen, and it's absolutely crazy there. Obviously, Diego Forlan used to be amazing. He used to be banging in the goals. He used to be highly rated on FIFA, and that's why he went to Manchester United, but he wasn't very good, I tend to remember. I remember he missed like a really bad open goal against the team. But Diego Forlan there with a crazy celebration. I don't know whether he got carded for that, but that's obviously seriously a yellow card offence. So I'd seen this celebration before, but with a bit of research and I found out who it was, and luckily he was on FIFA. He had a 56 rated card in, I think it was FIFA 11. I think that's FIFA 11. He had a 56 rated card for Bournemouth, who are in League 2, but now in the Premier League. He scored a goal. He just went on an absolute rampage, pretending to punch a lot of his team. I think that must have been rehearsed before, obviously. But he'd just gone around punching all of his players, and it's a very funny celebration, and it's quite a good idea actually. So props for thinking that up. Right, so a little bit of a naughty one, a little bit of a naughty boy here. He's Georgios Katidis. He plays for AEK Athens. I think that's the team he was playing for when he did this. But he scored a goal. Right, I don't know whether it's going to be a good goal or not. But he scored a goal and just decided just to whip out a casual Nazi salute. It was an awful, scrappy goal. But he just decided to whip out a quick Nazi salute. Take off his shirt, yeah, as you do. Yeah, go it, yeah, right, do it, fine, it's fine. If you want to do a Nazi salute, do a Nazi salute. But I think he claimed after this that it meant to be like a Roma salute or a Roman salute. It may be a bit similar, but it does look an awful bit like a Nazi salute. So obviously that's a naughty boy. Not a good celebration, but a very silly celebration. I think he got fined quite a lot of money after that. So we're moving into a nice fella called Obafemi Martins, who now plays in America for Seattle Sounders, but used to play for Newcastle and Inter Milan, where he just start whipping out backflips after he'd scored. I mean, it's an amazing talent, and it does take a lot to be able to do about 50. Is it called a flick flack? I remember someone calling it a flick flack, but they called it a flick flack, and he removed his shirt and he's just flick flacked about 5 times and then decided to whip out a big old backflip. So there's a lot of players that have done it. I think Julius Aghahoa had done it. Obviously he's not on FIFA, but I'll put that up on the screen now just so you can see that. That's even better than Obafemi Martins. The only reason I went for Martins is because he's actually on FIFA. He's been on FIFA before. So, fair enough with his celebration. Amazing celebration. And well done to him for doing that. Right, so I guess 100% of you UK people have seen this Peter Crouch robot. So he's done it in the 2006 World Cup and I think a few qualifying games. But Peter Crouch is a bit of a donkey on the pitch these days, scoring a few good goals, but he's just a bit too tall. He's a bit too lanky to play at the levels of some of the better players in the Premier League. But James Corden's been taking the mick out of his robot, but it's actually a pretty good celebration, and he's actually really good, to be honest. So, arguably the best African player to grace the top 5 leagues, or maybe ever, one of the greatest African players to ever play professional football. We've got Samuel Eto'o, who did this celebration that is on FIFA. I think it's on FIFA, but he does his old man celebration. I think he was mocking Jose Mourinho, that he said he was old or something about that, but he was taking the mick out of his manager, but I think Mourinho found it funny, and that's quite a good celebration, to be honest. It's quite creative as well, and it was good enough to be on FIFA, so fair play to Eto'o there. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.